just is the first pick. That's why they want to challenge their comfort zone.
Okay. So we're going to see whether or not that works out for DEWA, because obviously they do want to secure a point for themselves as we get into the second drafting phase. The second game as well in our first opening play-in match. And it looks like it's going to be the Broken Walls. Who will this map favor more? Will it be for Geek, or will DEWA be able to pick this point up for themselves? Now, we're talking about power picks for DEWA United. Do you think they want to facilitate a hero for King first pick?
I think that's gonna be that's a good angle right there. But
Wow.
the wall, right, Arashi? I think I can feel your wall. Atlas and Harith stand out.
Harley.
Sorry,
too expensive,
Harley.
right?
The H's, man.
It's close enough.
Oh, Claude.
Okay, Cloud 4 maybe.
All right, well, in that case, Geek, they can go for the Tsushin still very solid. And if they want to squeeze down on the EXP hero pool even more, they can do so right now. Freya's banned out.
By the way, fun fact why this Freya keeps getting banned out, because the second time that they met, which was like leg 2, the team to pick up Freya was the team to win. So I think this time Geeks and DEWA were like, you know what, we're not going to do the contest on Freya this time around, let's look for something different.
But there's a lot of power heroes open right now, like Vanny, Marcel.
Yeah.
Maybe they can utilize if they want to play the pressure early game.
I think that's gonna be that's a good angle, right? A lot of heroes are still up and available, and DEWA United will secure their first 3 heroes here with the Valentina and the Uranus. Now, it says that Kin, we talked about Kin on the playmaking hero. Uranus, not your typical playmaking hero, but definitely can disrupt your formation. I think that's the angle that they're heading. And this time around, the Paquito will still be on red side, but under Geek Fam's spell.
So we need to see what's the strategy from DEWA United, because they gave Geek Fam 3 power heroes right now.
That's a thing. That's a thing.
Basically it.
This
I
might be.
feel like they're trying to play Geek Fam's game and have that zoning advantage using the Uranus. And so far, at least, there isn't really shred to take out that Uranus. But if that Paquito gets rolling, gets snowballing, then the Paquito can beat up the Uranus early game very handily. Again, this is the buff Paquito too. But you can see for DEWA, they're starting to ban away all these gold lane options, trying to make sure that this Uranus will be the one that can do what Veloci was doing in game number 1.
Okay, so they took out the Shred, right? You mentioned the Shred, the carry gets eliminated. What option does Geek have left? Like, you can't go for something crazy like Lunox Gold, right?
Focus, how crazy would Dairoth jungle be?
Dairoth and Paquito were like an infamous duo back in what season? I don't remember what season, but it was back in the day.
A kid.
But they need to make sure who is the jungler from DEWA United, because if they pick Dairet and the jungler is having a really good crowd control effect, it's gonna be hard for Dairet to contest the objective.
True. But then again, they have last pick, right? They can't hold on to a jungler pick last second. But Geek Fam here, safest place.
And I think it's still a flex, right?
It
Uranus
is.
can be a jungler, Valentina can be the XP laner.
Right,
Technically, yes,
Yeah.
if you want to go that far.
Oh, the glue for Geek Fam though, right? So it's going to be limiting like the fighter junglers.
For sure. And even the Uranus, man, like, he can survive from the initial engage, but the glues engage, it's a bit like game number 1. It's not a big, huge moment. It's the fact that he can stick onto you and keep the fight going as long as Geek Fam wants. They go for a Cho right here for more escape, the more playmaking as well. But right now, DEWA seems like it's all over the place, man. They have a bit of shred, a bit of AoE. They have a pick-off potential, but not a lot of burst damage either. They seem to be trying to do too many things at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, so far, I gotta say first turtle might fall for
I would sail across
Nolan.
the sea to the end of time.
Wow, this is tough. They got a snowball here for DEWA United.
Polius, talk to us about this Nolan pick.
Yeah, I think if they want to having creating the space for Cloud to having the first 3D item, it can be good because Nolan, it's hard to catch. from the Guinevere or even the Chushin itself. Even he can do instant kill for the Chushin if he already got the items. But I'm afraid like the last pick from Geek fam, it's gonna be dangerous because the gold play Baron.
Okay,
It's
so they go
really
back to
hard
basics.
catch.
Yeah.
It's really hard to catch. Even it's really hard for Nolan to get the kill points.
Okay, quick prediction, guys.
Do they have enough damage to burst the Uranus? It might be a 1-1.
Okay, 1-1 for Goni. Julius?
2-0.
2-0 for Geek. All right. What about you? Last but not least,
I see a potential 1-1.
potential 1-1. And we saw earlier on, we have cosplayers in the building as well. They look super cute. It's the elephant Nana skin and Angela. So you guys
Rashi,
come
your
over
favorite.
to the building. You guys watch from the MPL Arena. You guys can actually see all that play in real life and in action. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, potentially one game away from match point. Let's throw it over to our casters.
Geek Fam says, this time we're gonna play the Gwyn comp. Nazara has had a history, good history in the regular season of using this hero, but just like the same predicament in game number 1, damage profile is only physical on Marcel. Is this a problem?
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
I don't know, right? Because the Paquito is really good as a sole physical dude, usually, but we didn't see it earlier for DEWA. I think I'm gonna give Geek Fam the benefit of the doubt. You know, it's Marcel, it's Lethal L, as you call him. Kin on the Uranus though, this is not the prettiest sight. No, I don't like it. But having said that, it's a good pick, especially considering the Phobius and the Arla has already been banned out, so makes a lot of sense. Dolin, gonna give it a play, jumps in, Fracture, not available. He just gets it with a passive, straight up kill on BBB.
Caught sleeping, Beloyski. What was that? He should have seen that coming from a mile away, but it is definitely not the biggest mistake out there. They can still recover with this early lead that DEWA has here. But at least a boy is back on the Chushin, right?
It's weird. It's weird to say that because in the
In the regular season, it was terrible.
okay, I don't think it's terrible, but it was I, you know, and it's weird because if you're an I Juicin in this meta, it's kind of cooked because you should just auto win games when you get Juicin, or at least that's usually how we see things. Emblems doesn't look like there's anything crazy except for the fact that Kin has gone for Master Assassin on the Uranus Sheffin.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Shout out Super Dan. It's crazy. If it's Super Dan, everyone is complaining about it, but if it's Kin, then, whoa, what a genius.
So let's talk about this because I don't like it. I really don't like it. It really seems like they are going to be going in for tempo, so you're just clearing out wave and rotating, right?
At the same time,
And the Paquito, are you really going to bully a Paquito?
you would be surprised at how much damage Paquito can deal to you in the early game as Uranus. Uranus is not tanky, it just heals so much. And you need to stack to be able to actually tank a lot of damage. But now, Marcel?
Yeah, he's going to go in, dude. He can tank a lot of damage. And again, he's kind of the ones to actually win it out. Mueza. Good jumper around from the spatial migration. Now it's going to be Kin jumping on Azana. Pops in the consecration and gets knocked up there. And it's Nazara who still gets it with a Battle Requiem. Anti-CC, Beloyski with a flicker in, and a boy is going to try to make Kin pay for that devious Master Assassin choice of his.
Oh man, they are paying the price with the emblem. And Marcel, it looks like the effect is completely the exact opposite of what happened in game number 1 with Kin. And Marcel was able to pretty much delete Dolan's potential in that turtle pit earlier, just poking him to half HP, and there's no way he's going to the turtle pit in that scenario.
Yeah. I agree with a few of those DEWA boys on the panel, Sheffin. They were like saying, oh, possible 1-1. I agree. If DEWA play like they were playing in the first half of the regular season, I think it's very different. They play so weird after week 6 for some reason.
Yeah,
And we're seeing it here. Like, there's no coordination. The Uranus that needs to get tempo, even when Master Assassin to try to confirm tempo, is losing out in lane.
It really feels like at this point it's Arlet Kin, Phobius Kin, or no win for DEWA United. Sad to say, but that has been the case in the regular season though. No BMI for maybe, but still gold plate shield there. So meanwhile, Nazara goes for it.
Oh god, he's getting knocked up all over.
That's
Natana
not
with a
good.
pick.
That's not good at all.
Not at all.
Especially, yes, it is a kill towards a roamer, but that's
oh,
your
oh,
counter. A boy!
Play safe, gold laner. Play safe. 5-man gang, or actually 4-man gang. Plays into it. He's doing a good job at defending. He's getting bounced as well. He did all that he could, but what can you do when you're getting dove on by 4, man?
Yeah, you hate to see it. And I feel like DEWA, especially maybe, got caught off guard because in the previous exchange, he knew that Geek does not want to go and dive for a really risky gold plate shield dive. But when they have 5, when they have 4, they have enough firepower for it.
Dude, they don't even, like, it looked like they didn't have the damage, but they had the blue tankiness to just take all of it. Dalin couldn't even take that. A boy's gonna lift him up. Nope. Dalin gets away, but that means this is gonna be a free neutral objective against the Geek fam for the Purify and the Consecration.
I am
baited out by Kin.
in disbelief. Oh my god, this is terrible for DEWA United. Like, it's in the previous game it was a Gwyn comp for DEWA. Now it's a Geek with a Gwyn comp.
Yeah,
and
they
they
swapped
are
back.
winning the first 2 objectives.
Exactly. I mean, this is how the Paquito and Gwyn should play. Last game was just, unfortunately, DEWA. Second half regular season, again, Moesa's gonna try to go for the jump. Haha! Playoff DBB, baby! He goes for the mount! He wants smoke, Mr. Patrick!
Yeah, just some pokes, but the boy goes for it.
Okay, goes in, he takes a whole lot of that damage from the fracture, and he still lives to see another day. So that's kind of chop chefing.
Yeah, and you can see Marcel, the reason why he is here in the first place is he went and cut the lane under the second tier turret miracle.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
man.
the
Like,
tempo that Paquito should have been using in the first game.
okay, I think we should just ban Master Assassin from these XP laners, man. On Uranus, okay? Like, Super Dan did it. We gave him a lot of trash for it. Kin, you're not safe from it, bro. This is not Kinsanity. This is solely Kin performance, bro.
Oh no, and he hated that nickname. Fact check because I actually DM'd him. But now, Oloyski, he is having a free reign in the river, in the opposing jungle of DEWA United, and there is no one unless Moesa gets a solid pick through this Patrick. But even then, there's gonna be too much resource for them if they want to kill this blue.
Look, you're never gonna lane 1v1 against him. What is this Master Assassin for? Hello! Us!
This is tough. There you go.
Our Requiem! Nazara is just too quick with it again. Dude, the neutral game on this man is ridiculous. The N in Nazara stands for neutral. Whenever there's nothing happening, he's always lurking in the shadows. Even on broken walls, but there's not as many bushes. Mueza gonna get caught, has to flicker out, and Kenzie is just jumping all over the place as a boy walks up and Mueza gets knocked out.
Dude.
Boom.
And you could argue this is even worse than the first game because they don't really have that game-changing plays, right? There's no keyboy kind of play. There's no big pickoffs, like big sets. It's like all single targets. And DEWA has to crawl back from the depths of hell. This is more than tough, especially in this scenario. A 2-0 is very likely for Geek fan.
Hey, if you know, you know. DEWA are very interesting.
That's the term, interesting. I like that.
Yeah, it's always safe to say interesting in a slow way. Moeza jumps in again. Yeah, he's gonna get mounted on, thrown back. Nazara's gonna try to go for the all-in, and look at his Master Assassin, Uranus. They're gonna go in all the way. Dalin gets caught by Marcel. Walks up on a boy, goes up to Crimson Beacon. Kin thrown back again. Pops into Consecration, gets mounted on, or rather just gets immobilized. And he does get away with the Purify, but it's still a win for Geek Fam as there is no shutdown given, and Geek Fam are just using all this tempo to control the map.
But at least DEWA right now, this is the first positive trade. Not just in this game, probably throughout 2 games that they played currently. As we're going to take a look at the builds here, Kin has not secured, oh, he actually secured a single Oracle, but that is a sad sight to see, man. Marcel is winning the 1v1, even though he is down in XP against Nolan.
Yo, Marcel, you have to go Master Assassin, fam. That would have been a solo kill.
By the way, he's building towards the halberd, so Kin is definitely on the table once the item is built.
Oh god, he wants all the smoke. He went in against Dalin. He sees a Claude and he goes in as well. Usually you don't want to try to fist fight a guy with a gun, but I guess if you got guns in those arms, it's different. A knock up and Kenzie walks in again. He's going to go for Kin! Oh god! The Master Assassin ain't mastering. Oh boy, with the dodge with the Crimson Beacon now. Is this season 12? Oh no! Maybe! Fuss!
Remember when we said there's no shred for Geek Fam? Yeah, it's no problem at all at this point.
With a 5,000 gold lead, it seems like shred is the least of their worries.
Yeah, at this point, it is their game to lose. It all depends on can Geek actually close the game out And based on what we're seeing in the second half of the season, there's no way Geek is scoring this one.
Yeah, especially when Octa is on a Valentina. Usually, at least he'd be on a Kimmy, on a Farsa like we saw earlier, where he could actually deal damage in the late game. Here, if you fall off, your career is, for lack of a better term, we're going to use Chepin's terrible.
Horrible and terrible. And Kin is forced to build that Radiant armor because there's too much magic damage, but you could argue that at this point, physical defense is more important for Kin because he's gonna be the one that's handling the long lane as Geek Fam, again, no contest whatsoever. Perfect objective game in a combined about 30 minutes in the series.
Yeah, it's 6-0 for Turtles.
Look at Beloyski heart rate! 60!
Dude,
What as well, just hanging out in the house, in a gaming house!
Hey. He's way more stressed in the gaming house, man.
A lot of things that he needs to do in the gaming house as, oh man, we do not need that at all.
Oh god.
At this point, I think it's very evident that it is a landslide victory in terms of gold.
So,
Lifeline for Kenziski.
Chepin, we saw the Claude and the Harith matchup earlier. Maybe got cooked on the Harith. Now we're seeing the Harith Claude, and Kenzi's cooking Mr. Man maybe on the Claude. So it's not a hero issue, it's more of a skill issue, it seems. Or maybe a team gap, because that 4-man gank was pretty, relatable.
Relatable indeed. And the Holy Crystal from Kenziski is going to be hitting like a truck, as so does the Lord. After this, no holy shit at all, so Geek Fam can just go in.
Yep. Kin's gonna get thrown back. The all-in. Oh, Nazara! Spatial migration, the Battle Requiem. All in onto the main initiator. And that's gonna be Beloyski with the mount on Kin. He's gonna try to pull him back. Beloyski gets off the mount. All in. Slain in the mid lane. Nazara low, but not down just yet. Kin doing a good job at holding the Lord, dragging him away from the crystal. But Geek Fam again have cracked open the base. The far lane base turret with the first Lord of the game. Kin trying to zone away. He's going to be thrown back by a boy into Beloyski's immobilized. Now spinning Weza with the jump in again, the spatial migration, locks him down with a Battle Requiem. A boy with a killing spree, Kenzie! Tries to kill Kin, but at least on the Uranus, there's one thing guaranteed, you're pretty darn tanky.
I'm sorry, but what a fall off for DEWA United from their potential. There's the potential, man. This is the potential team. In the first half, they were going toe-to-toe against Onyx, but now they are getting pummeled down. No chance at all against Geek Fam currently. 9k gold lead, and they are looking to take that inhibitor in the top lane.
It's Mr. Potential versus Mr. Absolute. Octa is able to get the kill on Beloyski, but at this point, you kind of expect Beloyski to die at least 9 times.
Brother, what do you do for DEWA at this point? Like, it really seems like it just boils down to wait for a mistake for Geek Fam. I hate that. I said that a lot in the regular season. I'm still saying it in the playoffs.
See, that's why DEWA would have wished to go up against Bigatron, because then there's a chance at show. Geek Fam, though, they're kind of like a team that are usually the ones who punish at choke. So mid to late, they're fantastic. 76% real-time victory rate here for Geek Fam.
Oh,
is
Lord.
Very, very interesting. Because I think they're being a little, they're giving DEWA a bit too much.
Low cortisol gaming for the whole team of Geek Fam. I haven't even seen a yellow in their heart rate. Oh man, they are cool, calm, and collected, and it's a good. There's a good reason for that. They're up 7k gold lead, and DEWA, do they want to go for the Hail Mary at this point?
I don't think they can. What is a Hail Mary for them? Going in? I don't think that'll work. They don't even have a team fight comp. They had a
stolen drive-by? I don't know, dude. Like that. I'm not supposed to be asking questions at this point.
If he drives by, he's the one who's going to get shot. Kenzi's going to walk up. Kin, you're going to have to use that Purify, buddy, man. Kin's still going to get knocked up into the Violet Requiem. Octa.
By the way, boy, another Sky Piercer spec. He is 405 currently. And what a complete 180 from the regular season. We usually see Jushin on a boy, and it's like,
40%.
I would rather have the Faramis at this point, man, even though it's not really meta. But now the Jushin, what the heck happened in between the regular season and the playoffs?
And Octa, right, we thought he was... wait. All right. We thought he was good on everything this season. But it seems like he's back to the last season kind of deal, where he's only good on weird picks.
Kenziski bonding it up with 007 KDA. He's not even... He's not even the main damage dealer. Well, he is, but what I'm trying to say is so far he has not contributed that much for Geek Fam's success, and he's gonna be here.
Nazara for the migration and the Violent Requiem. A boy finds the kill. That's 40 on the Sky Piercer. Oh God! A boy wants more. He wants fully stacked Sky Piercer. Biddy on attack, Marcel. For the knockout strike, a boy zoning them in the back. He will not get the Sky Piercer stacks to go full, but he's almost at full for the series. That's match point for Geek Fam.
I am very worried about the condition of the locker room for DEWA United. What even is the solution? What even is the pep talk at this point? We've talked about pep talk meta, this scolding, maybe from Coach Wright, but will it do any good for game number 3? This is just a slap in the face for DEWA United.